So we are the northernmost region in this pilot action. Ms. Redlich already introduced this very quickly, so I will be very brief. We have lots of parallels, some things in common with the other regions like Alentejo or the Region Grand Est. So this, I think, brings us all together in this pilot action. So one word on the expected population development. Yes, we expect a decline of population, but we can already see a little coronavirus effect. So more people are moving to our area, and therefore we will probably have to update our estimates and expectations. I don't believe that the decline of 4.3% that is indicated here on this chart actually took place last year. We also have a heterogeneous development, a heterogeneous population structure or settlement structure, and so the diversity, digitalization, and differences are important topics for us. So not only migration, but structural change of the world of work. These are important topics for us. So I do not want to say a lot about these. This chart has, we have lots of strategies, an internal transportation plan in order to organize the transport system across districts together with the whole region. And I want to focus here on points 3 and 4. One is the long-term security of supply and mobility in rural areas. Mr. Jakubowski pointed out that pointed to the predecessor programs that have led to this federal network for the provision of services of general interest, and we are lucky to be part of that. That is very good because we learn a lot from each other there, and we expect a lot of this national network. At the moment, we are in the process of shaping and drafting a digitalization strategy. This does not only mean to digitalize administrative processes, but also to equip the whole region with digital infrastructure. And here I want to come back to what Professor Gebhardt said. I agree to 9 out of 10 of your points, but we believe that the digital transformation should not be neglected. You should take it in your own hands. You should structure and shape digitalization locally by yourself, because otherwise you are left at the mercy of the big companies, and you are shaped, if I may say so. So it is important to take this into your own hands and keep this under your own control. That is very important. So the digital transformation, and then tools that we can use as leverage in order to address the challenges that we are confronted with. I think we'll all have to think about how we can actually guarantee healthcare in the future with services provided by general practitioners. We need a tailor-made solution, so it will not be possible to transfer the solution of one region to another region. We will not start a kind of scholarship program for future students of medicine who would then be obliged to work for a couple of years in rural areas. But what we want to have is this health kiosk. It is a project study. It is a kind of telemedicine facility that people can use for medical counseling, for medical advice, and for being guided through the healthcare system, so telemedicine. And then the next app that we want to use is the Dorffunk app, so that is village radio app, so communication app for rural areas, for small villages. And then we also have a number of additional modules that we want to buy, which look very promising for us. we believe, which would enhance communication within communiques. So, for example, also a tool, an app with which it is possible to report shortcomings or deficiencies. And the first step here is to work towards an intermodal mobility platform. So mobility is one of the biggest problems in rural areas, so at least, or the accessibility of services of general interest, and also reaching places within one's own area or district without a car. I think we will do it in a similar way as Alentejo. We will have an on-demand system for transport services and things that we know from urban areas. Those are things that we will try to transfer through the rural areas. And this brings me to the last slide. These are some impressions of our region, of our district, things that are at the fore for us. Of course, we are also a border region, and we are in close communication with Denmark. Interreg was mentioned. We benefit from Interreg a lot, and the new programming of our Interreg program is in its last stages, and here you get some impressions of what we have done in the past. We won't do our things behind closed doors, but we will go to the municipalities and advertise what we are doing. So it has been said we have to cooperate very closely with the local level. That is what we do, and we're very close to that. We want to have a bottom-up driven development, and this is what we want to do with the tools that we use as leverage that I mentioned before. And that is why we are very happy to be part of all of this. Thank you.